I had my first live stream a few days ago, or on January 25th to be exact, and I'm not gonna lie to you, it was a movie. This was such a historical moment for me as a creator and as a person. So I thought, why not spend some time reflecting on it? I have no idea why in the world I had this thought, but I genuinely thought the stream would get 10, maybe 20 viewers max, but we ended up getting over 100 viewers. I believe I read a comment of someone saying it was at 120, and for context, I used to stream on Twitch back in 2018 to a grand total of 0 viewers, and at most I'd get 1 to 2 viewers, and they were my friends, so suffice to say, I was not ready for all that. The chat was moving faster than a bullet, and I was incredibly nervous before I turned on the stream, but man did that melt away quickly. The custom lobby filled up quickly, and I always remembered there being 60-man shows in customs, but people in chat were saying that they updated customs a few days ago, removing them, meaning 32 players is the maximum amount of people that can actually join a Unity game mode. Obviously there are game modes where like there's 18 or 20 or whatever, but 32 players is the max. Genuinely, the timing couldn't have been worse. Although creative maps could fit up to 40 people if the person actually intended for 40 people to fully fit, because that's something that you can actually adjust. Back in the day, I used to have a Discord server. This was around 2022, and we would do custom lobby sessions, and the biggest lobby we had was like 12 to 15 people. I can't remember the exact figure, and that's impressive considering I didn't really advertise a server like that, but I was not ready for over 40 people. I'm not gonna lie, I have a newfound respect for streamers, because playing games while keeping track of donos and subscriptions is asinine. You gotta be superhuman or have 3 monitors, but I suppose since I'm on a laptop, the best I could do was 1 extra, which definitely caused me some issues since I don't normally use 2 monitors, so having to go back and forth from one to another took some getting used to. This stream was also the first time I ever copied share codes from the community and put them into customs, and you could definitely tell it was. I had this great idea of putting several codes in a wheel and choose the one that got selected. With how YouTube filtering works, people couldn't post their code straight up or they would get held for review, which makes sense since it thinks you're posting someone's phone number or social security number. So to combat this, people will put letters in between so it wouldn't get flagged in the system. And at first, I would avoid those codes, or if I did pick them, I would manually remove the letters so I could paste them in the game. However, in all my infinite wisdom, I didn't know if you paste the code with the letters, the game will automatically remove them since it only accepts numbers, which I wish someone told me sooner because that would have saved me some time, but hey, you live and you learn, right? With how fast the stream was moving, I ended up having to get mods or people who could help maintain the chat because I was already overwhelmed. Shout out to T-Man and a random guy for helping me out in a pinch. We'll definitely get some more experienced mods in the future. Regardless, I ended up playing a few creative maps, some really fun and others not so much. It was super cool seeing the different amount of maps and ideas you guys had. Just incredible stuff all around. We wound up also playing a bunch of Unity game modes such as fan favorites, and I finally played the Vault game mode for the first time, and I had some hilarious moments happen while playing the Unity game modes, such as this one where I was piggybacking a player who goes by the name Production, but the Rhino ended up killing them while I barely lived. According to my chat, Production is a pro player, and I didn't know who they were before this stream as I'm someone who doesn't interact with the broader Fall Guys community all that much. So seeing them do a huge skip was absolute cinema, and I didn't even know you could do that skip. Also, this moment in Jump Club was comedy gold as well. Just a fun and hilarious stream altogether. Also, I can see why they vaulted Pipe Dream now. And oh yeah, the hackers. Oh my god, the hackers. I didn't think these people still existed, or the anti-cheat didn't flag these people down the second they turned the hacks on. The last time I saw one was probably in SS3, maybe even SS1, but I can't exactly remember. It sucks how this game still has this issue, especially since according to the wiki, hackers can now get permabanned, but again, I have no idea where the Fall Guys fandom wiki got that from, but I don't think they would fake something like that. Shout out to all the legends who super chatted, especially to Lan Hodge who dropped $25. Just absolute giga chat behavior. This stream was genuinely the most fun I had to play this game in a long time, and I hope the people who watched the stream had a good time. Some folks were surprised to hear me swearing during streams, and while I did say during my update video that I can't control myself during stream, which wound up being true, I suppose not everyone watched the video, which is fair, but yeah, during streams I will be saying all kinds of profanity. However, I will only be saying light profanity such as hell and damn during my actual videos. I'm sure the second and subsequent streams going forward won't have as many viewers, so it'll be much easier to join the customs. I still hope to stream at least once a week, maybe even twice a week, but definitely once. However, if I'm not able to stream a particular week, I will let you guys know via community post. But I'm not sure if I should stream at the same time or not. I'll be experimenting with different times to see what works best. During my January 2025 update video I did, I mentioned that you will see a different side of me, and let's just say it's way different than I am in my videos. It might come to a shock to some people since my videos are pretty low key and chill, but when it comes to playing games like Fall Guys and especially Mario Kart, I can get really excited. I recommend watching the VOD to see what I mean. I learned a lot about streaming, more than I did from watching YouTube videos. While to most it sounds like a dream having around 100 people join your first stream, I'm here to say thank God that you have close to no viewers when you're starting out, because calling it chaotic would be underselling it. The stream was lagging and my laptop felt like it was about to explode at times. Here's some changes I'll be implementing, and these aren't concrete as I want to be open to changing things around. The first change is marking streams as either only playing creative maps or only Unity game modes, aka LTMs. I do think the distinction will set expectations and make my life a whole lot easier, as I'm someone who cracks at the slightest pushback, especially if it's not something I set in stone prior. Secondly, I'll be making a community post beforehand where you can post your share codes, and I'll be putting all the ones I want to play in the wheel and choose from there. And I'll be sure to explain everything that you need to put in the comment on the community post itself. But I will say beforehand, please make sure your level can actually fit up to 40 people or just the max. I'll try to make the community post at least a day beforehand, if not earlier. Maybe in the future I'll start implementing social media, but let's take it one step at a time. Thirdly, depending on how well future streams do and how much messages are being sent, I may turn on subscriber only mode. This is so the chat is more readable and not moving faster than Sonic the Hedgehog. If anything, I may turn on slow mode, but we'll see what happens. During the stream, I was pretty lax on spam since it was the first stream. However, going forward, I'm going to be a bit strict on people spamming since that ruins the chatting experience. So please do not spam the chat asking me to play your maps. If anything, that will make me want to do the opposite. Also, if you wish to take clips of my live stream and post them to your own YouTube channel or social media pages, you can absolutely do so long as you give credit by putting my channel's link in the description or just somewhere in the tweet or actually in the video itself. Most streamers allow their community to clip the content and post them on social media, so I thought I would let people know my policy on that, so to speak. If you want to make content out of my live streams, you can absolutely do that. A good example is this video made by Samuel MK, which is them recording their gameplay while in my custom lobbies. Leave some suggestions on how I can improve the streams in the comments. I would love to hear your feedback. As some of you know, especially ones that are active in the broader Fall Guys community, I'm not someone who's known to interact with other community members outside of my YouTube channel anyways. I rarely use social media. Fun fact, I did not even log into my Discord account in 8 months. I recently broke that streak due to making a short cameo in a YouTube video that someone is working on. Also, another fun fact, this will be the second time I've ever made an appearance in someone else's YouTube channel, as in I'm working directly with them on something, if that makes any sense. The first one was an interview I did with Alright TV back April 11th, 2022. I haven't logged into Twitter in recent months. I was never someone who used it all that much in the first place, and I only really used it when I was working on my breakdown videos, which I haven't done in like 5 months. I will be using Blue Sky, so follow me on there if you want. In general, I'm a pretty anxious and shy person, so I mostly keep to myself and let my work do the talking. However, in 2025, I want to slowly break out of my shell and start opening myself up again, because I feel like I've been on an island for the past few years and so much has changed in the Fall Guys community, and I just want to learn about the new kids on the block. Frankly, I'm terrified of getting too close to people and finding out they're a type of person. I just don't have the faith in people, and with the way social media is nowadays, I'm not too far-fetched in believing that. However, if I bury my head in the slime, I'll miss all the beautiful things people are making, the stories they have to tell, and just missing out on the quintessential human experience. You're not guaranteed a long life, so I feel like I'm wasting it by isolating myself. I can't let the fear of a few rotten apples scare me away from trying a watermelon, pears, and oranges. I need to learn to be vulnerable even when I know I can be hurt. Learn to love others even when I know they can respond in hate. I need to learn to take risks. Even if I know they won't pan out, people want to be lone wolves or alpha males or whatever. But the problem is, wolves move in packs. Even everything that's happened to me in my 27 years of life, I'm grateful it did because it helped me develop as a person. By keeping it to myself, it taught me not to constantly spew out every single thought I have on social media. By being alone with my thoughts, I learned to go through them without the world knowing. Because nowadays, people say way too much stuff for clout and internet fame. Humanity is a result of collaborative effort. We may feel immediate pleasure from cutting ourselves off from the world, our heads in the clouds, but in the long term, you'll be left with a sense of dread and emptiness that no amount of doom scrolling can fill. Sorry about that. That was kind of a strange turn for this video to take, but I suppose I need to say all that as a way of breaking the cycle. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm not going to start being on social media and Discord every single day. It's going to be a gradual change, as with live streaming, I'm essentially changing my routine, and that that comes with some shock. I do believe that with live streaming, even if it's something I stopped doing for whatever reason, it's something that allowed me to see that there's nothing to be scared of, and that all the sleepless nights, time I spent replying to comments, building my community without relying on other people, and just the work I put in over the years resulted in so many people showing up is a feeling I don't think I'll ever be able to say in words. Truly, thank you. Even if you didn't watch the stream or joined it for 5 minutes or rated the stream, just thank you. Thank you for allowing me to make this my job, and thank you for giving me something so valuable, that being your time, a currency you can never get back. I'll do my absolute best to provide you guys with live streams worth your time and hopefully learn to heal and be more active socially. Normally I would point you to an end screen where you can actually tap to watch another one of my videos. However, this time I'm actually going to tell you to go watch Samuel MK's video where they actually joined my custom lobbies and actually made their own YouTube video, so you can watch that if you wish. Special thank you to our Max Tour aka $5 members, Jumpin' and Runnin', Deckle, The Editor, T-Man, A Random Guy, and The Salt TM for your support as always.